This here is Highway 61 Filling Station Show.
Hi, this is Elmer with the Highway 61 Filling Station Show, and I just wanted to tell you I've got some good news tonight. It might not be good news for everybody in our little story here, but we got to start a long time ago. See, I did go to the Baptist church sometime when I was a kid, and there was this guy named, he was my Sunday school teacher, and his name was Keith Lichty, and he wasn't a preacher guy. He was actually kind of a farming guy. In fact, he was a farmer, like real farmer, and had a tractor and a barn and all that stuff. And well, he used to grow they'd grow alfalfa and make hay, and then they'd grow some corn and feed for feeding the pigs, and like that. So anyway, here's the deal. Keith had this. Well, once in a while he would complain, not very often. I don't think he ever complained much, but just one time. And then this one time he was complaining, it's because, well, the government made him spend time, what a ditch is, between the road and the field. And so anyway, the government made him mow the ditch. Well, he didn't like mowing the ditch because he'd rather be working his field and, growing corn and stuff. Well, here's the deal. You got mowing the ditch. Well, it's because this stuff's called marijuana grows in the ditch. And it grows wild every place in the whole United States, except, of course, now it doesn't because they've been mowing the ditches. Well, anyway, that's not what I would tell the story about, but I was listening to CCO, and, you can trust most everything you hear on CCO because they're pretty good and they don't lie much, and I don't think they lie at all, but I have to say that because they might lie sometime. Anyway, so here's the deal. There's this lady named Stacy. Well, she, a long ways from here. Now, this is a Highway 61 filling station show, but she's on US Highway 10, and at least that's where she works. She works at the Fryn Pan Restaurant there in Moorhead. I don't know why they call it Moorhead, because they could, less head would be stupid, so I suppose Moorhead's better. And it's, across the river from Fargo. Now, Fargo is what they made that famous movie about, but that was with a lot of snow and stuff, and I don't understand why they called that a show about Minnesota, because it was from Fargo, North Dakota. So anyway, this lady, she's a waitress, and she works at the Fryn Pan Restaurant. And you work at a Fryn Pan Restaurant, and it's a family restaurant, so you got the dad, the mom, the kids come in, and well, they don't always keep the place nice, and you got to clean up after them, and you just wondered, should I get the cheeseburger for the dad or not, or does that kid really want French fries or not? So anyway, she worked pretty hard, and I understand that she had a couple of kids and a husband, and well, she wasn't making it real good. She didn't quite make enough money. So anyhow, one day, several months back now, counting it up, so that this one of her customers there left something on the table, because you go out and you leave a little something on the table for the waitress. Well, this, you're not supposed to say waitress anymore, I'm afraid. I forgot you're supposed to say server. So that server, anyway, they left a box, and in this box, so she picked it up, and she figured that, I'll catch the people in the parking lot. Well, so she caught them up, and they said, well, we wanted to leave that for you. And, she'd been praying, and asking the good Lord for help, and the people at the church there where she goes is praying. And anyhow, what they found in there was a big wad of money, and counted it up, and it was $12,000. Well, so she, being a good Christian lady, thought, well, maybe I could bring this down to the police and ask them about it. And so the police took it, and they said, well, we'll keep it, and if you don't find the people that own this, in 60 days you can have it. Well, anyway, so then 60 days went by. That's almost 2 months, I think. And then 90 days went by, and they still didn't give her the money. And then they said, well, we got these two dogs. It was Milo and what's the other one's name? Duke. Yeah, Duke is the other one. And they're dogs that help out with the police, and they call it K9. I don't know, K10, K11, but whatever, K9. So that's what they call it when they got the police dog. And anyway, so the police dog, sniffed it, and, well, they said, well, I don't know how they could talk to the police dogs, but the police dogs apparently can talk. And so they said that there's something like marijuana smell on the money. Well, that way it'll become drug money. So the lady didn't get her money, and, well, she didn't have any drugs, and she wasn't selling drugs at the Fryn Pan Restaurant, because it's a family restaurant, and we wouldn't do that, because, I don't even think they do that in North Dakota. They wouldn't do that. So anyway, here's the deal. The guy at CCO, he'd interviewed everybody and talked about it, and, well, you know what? Somebody got an award for improvement. when I was in school, they had on my report card, they had the stuff about, most improved. They couldn't say much about me, like he's smart or he got good grades. So they said most improved, if I tried. And so I think the police, his name is the police chief, and I think his name, I wrote it down, I forgot it. David Ebinger. Apparently he got the award this week for most improved because he decided that maybe she should have the money. And I would think that would make sense to me. But of course I didn't go to college, and I'm not, as smart as some people. And only thing about the deal is if somebody gave it to her, well, you'd think she could keep it. Since, and so anyway, that's the story. And it just was say good news. And the other good news, first of all, Eddie told me that he's got this big plan, and I'm part of it, and he would tell me the rest of it a little later. But the big secret is that we're going to be called AA. Yeah. And that's what it's about. So the Highway 61 filling station, and also this thing called AA. So tune in next time and find out about it. And I just want to say, peace, and then see you later, alligator.
Highway 61 filling station show. It's not just Minnesota nice anymore.